Mindy Show on Kids Place Live. So, Tori, as you've probably noticed, this is a time where people have really shown how they come together to help others in need, right? I mean, if you can't do anything, at least you can find ways to help each other. And there have been all sorts of interesting and creative ways of doing this. Well, I have got a story for you about a ferret in London, England, pitching in to help kids who need books. Who need books to read during this time at home. Okay?
A ferret?
A ferret. Yep, a ferret, a little weasel. This ferret is named Bandit. He's 8 months old, and he ran a full marathon in 2.5 weeks to raise money to get books in the hands of kids in London who are in need of books.
How does a ferret, A, know anything about books, and B, run a marathon?
Okay, so Jim and Arabella Wood, they are the owners of this ferret, the parents, I guess you could say, and Jim and Arabella and their 2 kids decided that they were going to do this with their ferret. So, every day, they would take the ferret out on a leash, and they would run a few miles, or maybe they would walk and the ferret would run a few miles, and they did this for 2.5 weeks until they got to 26.2 miles, a full marathon. But the tricky part that they did not realize going into this was how difficult, and I'm assuming the ferret had some sort of a Fitbit attached to it, or maybe they had a Fitbit or some kind of running tracker or pedometer. But the thing is about ferrets, have you ever seen a ferret run, Tori?
I can't say that I have.
They don't run in straight lines.
What?
They go in circles, they're weaving and swerving, so it took an extra long time to get the mileage in with this ferret because the ferret did not want to run straight ahead. It wanted to run in circles, it wanted to run backwards, it wanted to run weaving and swerving all over the place. So it probably took this ferret extra energy to get in these miles. But in the end, 2.5 weeks later, 26.2 miles, they have raised money through like a GoFundMe kind of thing, and now they have enough money to put lots and lots of books in the hands of kids who need them. And you know what, here's the thing though, this ferret did all the work, and I don't think the ferret even realizes it. But maybe that's not the point.
What about books for ferrets? I think they're an underserved population. Is that, people talk all the time about how kids need to learn how to read and we need to be giving books to the children, yada, yada, yada. That's tired. What about teaching illiterate ferrets how to read? Why aren't we doing that?
First, we all need to get ferrets, and then we all need to read to the ferrets until the ferrets can read to themselves. That's a great point, Tori. But what I really want to know is, speaking of ferrets, do any of our listeners have ferrets and or other unusual pets? If you do, please let us know. Grown-ups, you can send us a note on our Absolutely Mindy post-show parent club group on Facebook. We would love to know about your unusual pets, past or present.
I just had the greatest idea of my life.
What?
So I'm going to adopt a ferret. I don't know anything about ferrets, how to take care of them. My dog probably wouldn't like it, but I'm doing it all because I just thought of the world's perfect name for a ferret.
What?
I'm adopting a ferret just so that I can name it Will Ferret.
What? You know what? Normally I would say that not being prepared at all for a pet is a really bad idea, but if you come up with a name like Will Ferret for a ferret, you kind of have to get a ferret.
Right?
No!
Oh.
You have to be prepared for any pet that you bring into your home. In the meantime, you can maybe share that name with someone else. Genius. Will Ferret. Grown-ups, that's like Will Ferrell, but a ferret. You got it. We'll be right back. It's the Absolutely Mindy Show on Kids Place Live.